Hi, welcome to the Silver Spleen. My name is Charles Gladwell, and this is my review of Pang Ho-cheung's Aberdeen. I'd heard a lot about this movie before I got a chance to see it. I didn't see it during the Hong Kong International Film Festival, but I did see the premiere ceremony, which is, admittedly, of practically no use to either you or me. Aberdeen is a story about a family that has some, issues. Not just between each other, but on their own as well. Mantat plays the widower father of the family. He's really impressive in a purely dramatic role, displaying a lot more depth and skill than he would in a lot of his comic roles. I really enjoyed watching his performance because it was very unusual for him, and I think he did a really good job. Carrie plays his girlfriend, a manager at a hostess karaoke. Her role is pretty small, but she makes the most of it and inhabits her character very well. Miriam Yeung plays a tour guide who's convinced that her dead mother hates her. She doesn't know that her husband, Tsang, a doctor, is banging his nurse, frequently, although not very happily. Louis Koo plays a star tutor who's married to Gigi Leung. Well, to Gigi Leung's character. He's struggling to accept his daughter Chloe, who is not as attractive as he thinks she should be. He encourages Chloe to study martial arts, and he calls her Piggy, Dad of the Year material. Cece, the child's mother, is played by Gigi Leung. Cece is aging, and as an actress and model, that's a professional death sentence. But in some ways, it's preferable to the things that she's asked to do for money or for roles in films. Dada Chen appears as a young woman who, although age is on her side, doesn't seem to have the same objections to furthering her career through hard work on her back. Aberdeen is a remarkable film in a lot of ways. It's a character study of very real people dealing with very regular problems, and they display a level of humanness that we don't often get to see in local films. The actors do a very credible job being realistic in their roles. It's hard to explain, but it was nice to see Louis Koo acting like a real person. It's nothing against him at all, I just mean that usually he's playing very cinematic roles in movies, and this time it was very different. Speaking of Louis Koo, the one thing that I did kind of take away from the premiere ceremony, and I was there just as an observer, was watching him and the little girl who played Chloe while they sat in the waiting area before they went on stage. He looked and acted like her real father, talking with her and laughing and making sure she didn't spill anything on her dress, and just generally being very un-movie star-like. Well, for me, everybody in the movie managed to do exactly the same thing. All the people in this movie are very recognizable movie stars, but they all did such a good job with their characters that you almost forgot about it. Their stories were well told, well shot, and of course well acted. And the whole movie has a level of competence and excellence that made it really easy and very rewarding to watch. Even the music, which I don't generally pay a lot of attention to, was notable because it really contributed to the overall feel of the film. Of course, what else would you expect from Peter Kam? And that's kind of the way that Aberdeen struck me overall. A good director, a good cast, and a good story. How could you go wrong? Aberdeen is a great film, and anybody involved with it should feel pretty proud of themselves. Now obviously I can recommend this movie, but of course I'm going to recommend that you don't steal it. When the movie is released to home video, we'll update the description with a link where you could buy it. If you live in Hong Kong, go see it in the cinema. It's definitely worth it because the cinematography is so nice. Otherwise, wait till you can rent it or buy a disc. If you enjoyed this review, please leave me a comment. If you didn't enjoy the review, please leave me a comment anyway. And if you enjoy the reviews in general, please think about subscribing. Thank you for watching, and just remember... oh, never mind.